Coming up on this episode, we get told off by the local HOA, we get our pilot's license revoked, we play with some skeletons, and we build the world's smallest tower. For now. Hi, I'm Draken, and this is the DrakenGameWerks, and this is Unorthoblocks Season 3. Last episode, it was actually quite a bit of fun, actually. We got to do quite a bit through it all, and yeah, it was a good time.
Draken!
Oh, it's Amelia, it's our postmaster.
Fan mail!
I have fan mail?
You have fan mail.
Wow. Oh, okay, right. I mean, this is a first for me. Hang on. Let me have a look and see what we've got here. Dear Mr. Works, as a long-standing fan of your series, I wish to make a complaint. Uh-oh. You said your Dirt Hut was the greatest build that you've ever built, but it's substandard, does not match up to the scale, intricacies, and epicness of your previous builds. Please don't fixate on this clearly terrible design, and get on and show us something good. Yours sincerely, your one and only fan. P.S. Your subscription is overdue. P.P.S. in the sign at the end of your last episode, there was a missing apostrophe in the word Drakens. Yes. Anyway, should we go and have a look at Spawn? So it's interesting, we're back down here in Spawn. There is a lot of activity going on here. I meant to show it off last time, but as you know, I got killed by jumping off a ledge because I didn't have a elytra anymore. But yeah, there's a lot of activity coming in from both the new guys and some of the old heads around here. You know, there's like a start home up there, there's something being built up on the cliffs over there. I know there's a few more plans. I think there's some stuff that's sort of buried in the cliffs. I think Spider's building something over there.
Draken!
Oh, hey!
Draken, I need to have a word with you for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, as the self-appointed HOA of this spawn area, I need to point out an eyesore that is from your creative mind here.
Eyesore? What? I don't see an eyesore. This valley looks beautiful.
See, I need you to look to what would be your left. There's a big cobble wall here.
Oh, yeah, my instant wall. Yeah, instant cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
well,
I brought with me.
Appreciate the innovation there. I do. I really do. I'm gonna need you to do something with that. I need you to clean that up and make it something worth looking at.
Yeah. I think I might be able to do some. Okay.
I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was quite nice as it was, but okay.
You know, I can see that. I do.
I mean, if the neighbors are complaining, I suppose I'd better do something about it.
I am the neighbor.
Oh, yes,
so...
yes, you live just there. Yeah, well, I can appreciate that. Okay. Right. Okay, leave it with me. I'll sort it.
Right.
I'll sort it.
Yeah. If not, I'll have to fine you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Well, I suppose we better get on and get that sorted then before the HOA slaps us with a fine. So while Spawn is a hive of activity at the moment, we spent a couple of days ourselves working on all of this whole cliff face. It is such a nice build here. This is one of my favourite terraformations that I've done so far. We did some at the end of last season in Spawn Lake, but this one is, I think, one of the best that I've done by far. And yeah, it took me surprisingly short amount of time, only a couple of days to get through. With all the stone, building all the vegetation in there. I mean, harvesting the materials wasn't that difficult. We have this path here as well, this footpath that comes up here. And I quite like the design of this. I didn't show the path being built on the time-lapse, but this was one of the first things to go in, just so that I could get back up and down quite easily. And then one direction, if we were to go this direction, that would lead up to one side of the cliff. And then if you go the other direction, that would lead back up to our dirt hut. And if we come back down to here, you can sort of look along the cliff face itself, and we've got all the waterfalls and all the pretty stuff that exists on this area here, all the way over to where the archway is that we have built into the cliff as well. So yeah, hopefully that will keep the HOA pleased, and there'll be there's something prettier looking in Spawn here along the side when they come and look towards our builds. And yeah, we'll get that done. Of course, there's still some other things we need to build up here, but that's a good start and gives us a good starting platform to be working from for the future. Now, I've got a little bit of an admission to make, and that is, well, that's this thing here. You see, this is kind of, well, I like to sort of say I'm a good pilot, and I'm a good pilot. I could fly all my stuff from Spire in the last season, but when you suddenly jump out of a portal and you are faced with a sheer wall on the other side, you don't have much time to sort of pull up. And so, yeah, this is our craft. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's probably because you haven't seen the trailer from Sunny Spacecraft for this season that was released only last week. And I'm going to put a link card up in the corner there. I would suggest stopping this video now if you haven't seen it. Go and watch that. I mean, literally, I will wait. Go and watch it. Well, hopefully, that means you've actually gone and seen it and come back and press play again on this one. And you'll now understand how awesome that trailer is. But if you don't, then this is what was happening with us on that. And we were flying our fighter jet around in that final battle. And yeah, coming through the portal at the end, taking the plane through the portal and coming out at the end, that landed me over here. And yeah, and this is the final resting place. This is the final location of anything to do with Spire from the last season, the one jet that I managed to actually bring through. And yeah, I didn't get to pull up in time, and it's sort of collided with the cliff and buried itself not far from the dirt house where we have the dirt house. I didn't really want to show this, but you know, at the end of the day, this is how we ended up here, so that's something to just bear in mind. Death's pale horse looked up from its oats and gave a little whining of greeting. The horse's name was Binky. He was a real horse. Death had tried fiery steeds and skeletal horses in the past and found them impractical, especially the fiery ones, which tended to set light to their own bedding and stand in the middle of it looking embarrassed. leave a comment below if you know where that quote is from. Now, the people on the server this season have decided they're not going to use Elytra. Instead, they're going to use horses for the first 6 weeks to get around. And I was like, well, I'm not too bothered with that. I'm just going to run or use a boat everywhere. But then these 4 horsemen of the apocalypse suddenly turned up, and I just could not resist the opportunity to get myself a very thoroughbred special horse for myself. And instead of just getting one, I managed to get these 2. And I'm going to call one of them Binky in honor of the quotes that we put earlier. So if you do know where that quote is from, it's from one of my favorite authors, from one of his books. So please pop it down in the comments down below. And also drop into the comments below what I should call the second horse. So I'm going to call one of the horses after that quote Binky. Even though technically it says in there real horse. This is a real horse. It is a real horse. I mean, yeah, we might have to stop and wire bits back on. But, yeah. And then I need a name for the second horse. So give me suggestions in the comments below as well. And we'll name him that, whichever my favorite comment is, as to what I should call this horse. Are you stressed? Do your villagers keep getting turned into witches whenever Jay is around? Then we have the perfect solution for you. Come and relax at Boomtree Overlook, with stunning views of the Spawn crater nestled in the western cliff wall. Boomtree Overlook offers a place of relaxation and tranquility, surrounded by the lush green vegetation and the tranquil sounds of the overlook. We find the rhythmic pattern of explosions coming from the eternally exploding tree in Boomtree Overlook is a marvel to be beheld and helps put everyone's mind at ease. And when you have finished your stay at Boomtree Overlook, you are free to take with you your own pet cobblestone rock as a souvenir of your time at Boomtree Overlook. Boomtree Overlook, the most relaxing place on the server. Welcome back from the break. I'm just going to very quickly do the thing that you know I'm going to ask you to do if you haven't already done it. Yeah, that's it. Just go ahead. Just press that like and subscribe button for us. That would be greatly appreciated. And let's move on with the rest of today's episode. And coming up next, let's have a look at a new thing that we're putting in place for this season. Last season, we brought you the Unorthotower, a tall structure in the Spawn Lake region, made by multiple creators, each taking a level and having a contest at the end to see who can get to the top the fastest. After the success of the Unorthotower, we bring you this season, Unorthotower 2. Alright, okay, it's only the base at the moment. I know, it's only just the base. We're only just starting it. We've got about 4 to 5 weeks to build the Unorthotower. But let's have a look at the rules that are involved. Members of the server will take it in turns to build a lair on the tower. Each layer cannot be any more or any less than 10 blocks in height. They must not block the way up from the previous level, and they must provide a way to get to the next level, though that could be through any means, whether it be a staircase, whether it be parkour, whether it be puzzles. The choice is theirs. And that's it. And basically, over the next several weeks, we hope to see this Unorthotower grow. I'll keep you updated in these episodes as to how it's performing. And hopefully we'll have this really nice tall structure that we can then have a bit of a race in before we go to the end. Now, I have a little bit of a problem. You see, the problem is, I haven't got a lot of good equipment at the moment. It's 2 weeks on the server now, and I'm still running around in iron armor. I've only got one diamond tool. It's a diamond pick. That's it. Thankfully, there's someone on the server who can help us. So now we got those skelly horses earlier. I've not used a horse since, well, the beginning of Season 1 when I first joined, and I was given a server tour by Dat Nerd, and he gave us a couple of horses, and they were already pre-trained. And this season, we got some mods on that enable us to do extra with the horses, and I have no idea what we're doing with these. So I'm going to just see if I can, first of all, grab these. I don't want you both running off, so one of you is going to have to stay here. I don't know which one you're going to select. Right, you can stay. And I wonder, do we have to put a saddle on you? Yes, we do. And yes, we can ride him already. Awesome. And can I put barding on you? How do I put barding on the horse? Okay, that doesn't seem to work. But that seems to be functioning. We have a moving dead horse. That's wonderful. Right, okay, let's move on. Is that Dead Horse Bridge? Well, suppose this is a dead horse. I suppose that's safe for me to bring this horse over this bridge. Let's have a look. Now we're looking for a rogue, and that looks like a rogue over there.
Well, hello there, Draken.
Hey, rogue, how's it going?
Not too bad. And yourself?
Not too bad at all. You've been quite busy by the looks of it, looking around here. I mean, wow.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, people say I build a lot, but I mean, wow, this is a lot.
I'm hoping to finish it up this weekend so I can move on to something else. I've been here for 2 weeks. That's long enough.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
we'll see.
that's good progress for 2 weeks. And this is all, from what I hear, a trading hall, right?
It is a trading hall. Yes, you've heard correct.
Nice. Well, that's why I'm coming over, because, yeah, let me get off my wonderful horse, who's the completely right type of horse to take across Dead Horse Bridge.
Yes.
You know, with...
Yes, he is very appropriate.
Let's tie him up so he don't run off. Right, okay. Yeah, if you may notice, I'm sort of... Wow.
Yes.
This is my tools. Like,
Hang on. Let me make sure this guy doesn't cause problems. Yeah, not exactly what the dapper gentleman is wearing these days, is it?
No, I mean, I got plenty of iron, abundance of iron, but yeah, I would like something a little bit more powerful. You know, it's a bit of a hostile world out there, and I'm not used to running around in just iron.
Correct.
So I hear a little birdie tells me that you're setting this up for like helping people out. And I can use some help.
You are in luck. Let me show you what I can do for you. You came to the right place.
Awesome.
I've actually been enchanting stuff up in my spare time, so if you... One of those should do you very well.
Oh, very nice. Can I take, what, a whole suit? And
Yep, take a whole column there.
oh,
That's
nice.
the idea.
Oh, that's going to be absolutely awesome. Thank you.
And then, in addition, anything in this chest is public as well.
You are superbly generous, my friend. That is absolutely awesome.
I'm being
So
told that.
You know, normally people would charge a fortune for all of this. This is...
Well, you know, I'm,
So I could just take as much as I like.
well, I mean, don't take, like, the whole thing and go sell it or anything. But, yeah,
Well,
take what you need.
I was thinking I could set up a... No, I'm not going to set up a stall. I'm retired. I'm not doing trading anymore.
There might be repercussions if I feel it's used poorly.
No. Let's have 2 of the axes. I've got a silk touch axe, so I just really need some mending ones, and I normally like to have a couple of those, because I'll tend to burn through things quickly.
Yeah,
And
if you
or-
have something that like isn't fully enchanted that you want to leave, I can enchant it up after you're gone.
Okay, well, if I just take... That's a hell of a haul. That's quite a lot.
It is, yes.
And 3, do not steal. But
But
potions
I'm
of
up
fire
over-
resistance.
Huh?
Nice. Potions of fire resistance. Oh,
Yeah,
I
they
bet you
wanted
didn't just
those
yet.
for the nether tunnel, so I brewed a bunch up in my spare time.
Oh, that makes
I had
sense.
stuff.
That might come in handy later on for me, but not right now, so that's fine. But let's have a look. If we... Aha! There we go.
Much better, much better.
That's
Absolutely
what we're
much
looking
better.
for. And, oh, yeah, and definitely a far better sword. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm looking for. You, sir, are an absolute wonder and a gem on this server, and I'll leave this with a bit of a look around your base as well on a little bit of a camera-free cam with the replay mod.
Yeah, go for it.
You've done a lot here. Absolute lot. That's awesome. Thank you.
No problem, man.
Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you stay tuned to see more of this, and don't forget to check out the other members on the server. And this area kind of feels familiar. Like, I've seen this place before, somewhere in my past, except instead of there being a cliff in front of it, there was stairs and an anchor being suspended between two towers. I wonder what I should build here. Until next time, though, have a good one. Take care. After the success of the Unorthotower in the last season, a very large tower made by I can't speak. So whilst we were building the cliff face this episode, I was up in the house for a moment, just AFKing for a second, when I suddenly noticed a group of... No, that's not good. I will not suffer the humiliation that I had last time. I will find a way to defeat all of the Unorthoblocks. But first, I just need to have a look around. Redstone gives me an idea. And this person won't need some of these goods. And these goods are free. I think I'll take it all. Now, I've got all the resources. I just need to find somewhere to set up a lab.